There's a lot of hype around SASE today. SASE, SASE, stands for Secure Access Service Edge. So with all the hype, how do you know if your organization can benefit from SASE? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. IT has changed dramatically over the last several years, but security really hasn't. Most companies today have moved applications out into the cloud. Office 365, for example, are moving applications out into AWS or Azure, and also taking advantage of SaaS applications like Salesforce, Workday, and a host of others. Employees, because of the movement out to the cloud, employees have the ability to work from anywhere they choose. And of course, the hybrid work model is here to stay. So this dramatic shift in IT delivery has resulted in a lot of our clients being limited in terms of servers that are currently on site or in their data center to simply domain controllers and print servers. And the security around the infrastructure really hasn't changed that much. They rely on the traditional firewall services. Of course, they have email security, endpoint protection, it's antivirus, anti-malware services, and then virtual private networking to allow people to access those services remotely. Now, when they have moved into these cloud environments, they generally use the security platform that's available within those cloud environments. So if it's an IaaS service, there's typically a security suite that they access. In a SaaS environment, who really knows what type of security is being applied? Most customers don't have a good handle on the security around their SaaS environment. So the story here is that we continue to build moats around our data. The defensive perimeter mindset is still alive and kicking within the IT organization. And secure perimeters are absolutely necessary, but they're not enough in today's environment because the bad guys know how to bridge those perimeters. They know how to bridge the moats. They'll target end users, and increasingly they're targeting applications themselves. And the security that's available in most IaaS platforms is just another moat. It's good and valuable, but a defensive perimeter nonetheless. We have to build a stronger security posture in order to protect the sensitive data and the work product that our organization is producing. One of the big challenges moving to the cloud presents is that every cloud service has a different security platform. So you can end up with multiple security platforms, which of course increases the complexity, and it also increases the opportunity for configuration errors. So does SASE address these problems? Largely it does. And here's how you can tell if SASE is right for your organization. So if your applications are living in the cloud, or your users are working outside of a controlled environment within your organization, if you lack visibility into compute and other resources, or you don't control all the devices that are accessing your network, if your complexity is increasing and your user experience decreasing, and lastly, if your users want to access these cloud-based resources directly, if you answered yes to a lot of these statements, your organization might benefit from SASE. So what is SASE? I'm not going to go into the details here. I'll link to another video that explains SASE in some detail at the end of this video. But at a high level, SASE stands for Secure Access Service Edge. It's a term coined by Gartner in late 2019, and it's a framework that accommodates this new cloud environment that we find ourselves in. It focuses on delivering security to the end user in a context that is relative to that end user access situation. So rather than forcing users over defined access services into a central security stack, it frees users to access workflows from any device over any access from any location. And it applies security intelligently, understanding, for example, that if someone is in an unsecured location or coming from a different IP address, they might require a different security posture or different security challenges to provide access to the information that they're seeking. And I want to reinforce that SASE is a framework. It is not a solution yet. Today, SASE needs to be constructed from multiple different elements and incorporated into a structure within your own organization. Now, there are lots of great security firms out there working on SASE solutions, but it's not quite there yet. Now, in terms of next steps, if you're considering SASE for your organization, feel free to reach out. My contact information is in the description of this video. I'm always happy to have a conversation, looking forward to having those conversations, actually. And if you got some value out of this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, a like, and thanks very much in advance for doing that. And if you want to come back to this channel in the future, the best way to do that is to just subscribe. That will put my channel in your feed, and you can come back to it at your convenience. With that, I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great day.